Hello everyone. We'll be starting in about 3 minutes. I'll see you guys shortly. Hello, Brett. Hello, Undersea Rixie. Hello, Galaxy Wolf. Well, Sarah. Again, we'll be starting shortly. I'll see you guys in a bit. How you doing, Targelia? You're on a call, Sarah? It's okay. We'll be starting in about a minute and a half. Get your snacks, get your water, get whatever you need. We'll be starting shortly. Interject your human. Become a monkey. Oh. There's our stream elements. Smell lean. What's lean? But hello everyone. I am, again, as always, Daishima, a magical boy, and today we will be, drinking tea, as you always do. But, we like the tea. Anyways, yes, tea as always today again. I have nothing else to say in this intro. I'm just gonna go right over to tea. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, today we are drinking the rest of my Year of the Rat 2020. It's a raw puer tea, which I believe it means it'll taste like green tea. Hi, Kobe. Hello. Good to see ya. Let's go ahead and do our tea rinse. So I'll go ahead and put myself over here. I'll go feed this tea cat Bubbles boy. Yep. Let's see if we get Bubbles today. I hope we do. I feel like we're getting less and less Bubbles. Maybe the cat's shy. Maybe the cat's been getting shy. There we go. Now again, what we're doing is called Gongfutea, and the first step is to dump out the rinse, because you don't really want to drink this first infusion. I suppose you could. It generally doesn't taste as good though. How you doing, Mad Adder? Just in time for tea, and you're just in time to see Us try to feed our tea pets. E. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Let's go see if we get bubbles today. Please give me bubbles. Come on. Come on. What am I doing wrong? Why won't he give me bubbles? Am I doing something wrong? Well, it's another day of no bubbles. I don't know. I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong that I can't. But it's okay. I'm crying because no bubbles. That's okay. Let's go do an actual one. For everyone who's new here, for GongfuTea, all you do is you add some hot water to our gaiwan here. And we let it sit for around 10 seconds. Which has a spiritual connection. You know what? That wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Let me just go ahead and move this aside. Let's go and get our first infusion that we'll actually drink. Boop. Shaky, shaky. There we go. Again, if anyone's not, for everyone, if you guys haven't already smashed that like button, please do so. It does help out a lot. And let's see what this first cup tastes like. It's didn't get bubbles. Yeah, no bubbles today. Like sometimes, it's like it's not guaranteed, and I'm not sure if there's a specific way you're supposed to pour over it, but there'll be bubbles come out of its mouth. How you doing? Restart. Hello, you missed the tea rinse, but you did not. Yeah, smash the like button. You did not miss any bubbles because there was no bubbles today. Meh. Oh, right. You know what? You know what? This tea is the one... I remember this. This tea, the first two infusions, I need to dump this. Okay, so some teas, there's more than one infusion that doesn't taste great. And this is one of those. So I'm actually going to dump the second infusion on here into the teapot as well. Because it takes 2 rinses for this tea to taste good. And that's the case sometimes. It's the case sometimes. So let's go feed this guy a little bit more. Still no bubbles though. Man, this guy's just picky. Guy's just picky. Yeah, go smash that like button, subscribe. Yeah, still no bubbles, but it's fine. Alright. Let's drink this now. And this is some raw puer, which ends up tasting a lot like green tea. Because it kind of is. It kind of is. Now, for the title of the stream, it still surprised me. Like, I think it's mostly ninja, but there's been a lot of graduations in Vtuber. Actually, no, a bunch of other corporations too. There's been a bunch of graduations recently among corpos. And it always surprises me because it's so easy for those guys, for the most part, to keep their job of the streaming. But it always turns out they want to be like, I want to do something shitty. There's been, so it was Ninja, and there's also this whole smaller company that dissolved. The one for Ninja, that was the talent's fault. But then the one at the other company, I don't believe it was the talent's fault. But there's been many cases of various faults over the years. If you're at a corpo and it's ever your fault that you have to graduate, I'm like, what are you doing? I am an indie VTuber. least currently, where I'm there's no one forcing me to do my content. It's just me, myself, and I perhaps someday I will have to graduate otherwise, but as we are, and switch to Corpo, but like as we are right now, I am indie. And yeah, it's like I enjoy being indie VTuber. I don't have to worry about like being told what to do. There's positive and negatives, but like the main thing though is like if you're at a really big company, you're at a company, yeah, and people don't really realize that. Like they think they can just do whatever they want, and like at the end of the day, how you doing, Donkey? At the end of the day, when you're at a big VTuber company, you have to remember it's still a company and follow whatever rules they have. You be an employee, and I don't know. People weird. Yeah. I think it'd be kind of nice to have a manager, but no, I'm 100% indie right now. Yep. Its tea is still a very, very, very bitter, but like it's better than it was the previous infusion. How's it going, dog? It's going pretty well. Pretty well. Yesterday was a ton of fun. I had a collab with Rexy here. We were playing Minecraft, and then I proceeded to not get enough sleep afterwards. As always. Rexy, did you get enough sleep? Yes. Yes. You don't need to keep repeating that, Kobe. I think they got the point. But yeah, yesterday was a ton of fun. We basically, what happens, we play Skyblock Minecraft. Oh, you need to get enough sleep. Yeah, that's typical for me on Sundays. But we play Skyblock Minecraft, and basically we expand the island. We mined a little bit, and we kind of just messed around. Like 3 a.m. You went to bed before I did, Rexy. Oh, you went to bed after watching stream? You did better than I did, Donkey. T, how you doing, the fishy boy? Hello. It is tea time indeed. Oh, and I even picked out today's artist. Get a great sleep. That's good. I used to go. No, well, I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm used to going to bed later. The fact of the matter is, I did not get many hours of sleep. Yeah, definitely try to get better around midnight. That'd be ideal. The thing is, though, like, the reason I didn't end up getting sleep, like, on time-ish was I got super delayed on doing my shorts, because I ended up spending a bunch of time last night doing research on microphones. Because you guys, I mean, I know my audio is not that bad, but my audio could be a lot better. And I'm currently, like, going to be, I'm going to be buying and improving my audio to quite a bit. I'm thinking of, I'll be redoing some more research, but I'm like pretty sure the mic I'm going to get is, you know, was this the really meme one, the Shure SM7B, which I know is like, oh my gosh, every streamer has that mic. And it's like, I know there's technically better mics, but it's also a mic that's really good at dealing with bad rooms. You know that I had a little sleep if he picked Narshpoint. That's not true. Brenda, I actually picked up before stream. I woke up an hour before stream, and I had time because I just set up really quickly. No, I was just productive this morning after I woke up. No. I should be better about picking him beforehand. And I wish I could hand off to, like, get someone else to pick artists for me or whatever. Just have a better system for it. I barely do research rating. That's correlated. Well, I'm sure, Donkey, I'm sure you do a little more research if you're about to spend like $600, $700 or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure, Kobe, I'm sure Elizabeth will be here eventually. Or if they wake up this early on Sundays. Like, my Sunday crowd is very much a different crowd than my other stream crowds, but I do have a lot of overlap too. There's a lot of people who can only really make it to my Sunday streams, which is always cool, and it's a whole different time slot. And I like it because I can do the stream and basically the rest of the day to myself. But yeah. I mean, that's how I feel about it, at least. Tasty, tasty tea. Actually, honestly, this tea's kind of... I think the next fusion also... Oh no! Starry Chan, no worries being late. I hope you're having a good time zone. Originally, I've done was looking at a company called movie company. So you spend a lot of time for looking. Yeah, moving companies do need a lot of research too. Oh gosh, I am not looking forward to. You guys know that I eventually want to move to one way or another. I want to go over to Japan and move. That means eventually I'm gonna have to deal with that crap. Now the good thing is I don't have that much stuff to move. Even though I do need to move pretty far, I don't have a car, although you wouldn't really move a car, but I don't really have that much stuff to move. I have like my anime figures. I'll take a tiny bit of clothes. Honestly, I don't have that many clothes that they're nice enough to really care. So probably for majority, I'll take a tiny bit of clothes and just buy a bunch of clothes in Japan or wherever I move to. And so anime figures, computer, some electronics. It's not that much stuff. I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff to whatever locals around me because I have a really expensive couch that sits there. It's basically brand new. I have my desk. I have I have my TV. It's 3:15 p.m. for you. Yeah, so that's a little later. Move the letter. Oh gosh. I think for me, Rexy, that Netherlands would be kind of hard. But I know it would be at least a decent place to live. And of course, again, Japan would just be really good for content creation for me, but Netherlands could be better in other ways, but maybe I'll live in Japan for a few years and I can always move to Netherlands afterwards, but that's so far in the future. That's so far in the future. I'm not going to really worry about that. And Donkey say, my brother woke up early morning to play bad time similar. Or you mean bedtime or bad time? Mentioned earlier? Yeah. Last night, rather. I'm 70% sure I know what you're talking about, but yeah. I mean, I remember you mentioning it. I don't know if I 100% remember what game you're talking about. Because it could be one thing or something else. Yes. There we go. Bad time. Oh, just like this. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, so if then I don't, well, I can kind of get the gist of what you're talking about by how to describe it just now, but I was definitely thinking of a different game, which makes more sense. You're on a, it's okay. Okay, we're gonna talk shit about Sarah. No, okay. Okay. Thank you so much for lurk, Sarah. Also, let me actually type that. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Go to. Thanks for the lurk, Sarah. Don't worry, we won't. No, seriously, we're not gonna actually. I mean, they're being nice enough to lurk. Why would we? We won't. There's no fun in that. I mean, if they were like a VTuber or something, that'd be different. But nah. Gosh, I have a decent amount of stuff I want to get done this week. But I think the main thing for the next couple of days is I think I'm going to try to order that new microphone. And if we, maybe by next Wednesday, maybe I can get my new audio setup finished. I do like a semi-sub. I mean, it could be like Friday. I don't know. I really want to get my new audio set up as soon as I can. We could do something. If I can get it, if I could buy it and have it set up before Wednesday, maybe that'd be a thing. Not whichever. Sorry, Friday. I was looking for bookmarks and yesterday found a cool site YouTube account. Ended up being found a site to a YouTube account that ended up ruining my Gartic stream. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's people who are like that. I don't know why people troll Gartic streams like that. Because I had issues when I used to stream Gartic for similar. Maybe someday I'll start do Gartic again. Now that I've changed how my Discord works, I can do it again. But like, I don't know. It's just people are stinky. Like, I still think that doing members only for Gartic would probably work okay for me. But like, maybe when we had more members, and he came. Yeah. I seeing this if you didn't come through. Oh, I think I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, a lot of people are kind of stinky. The best you can do is just, you know, do your best with your moderation team. Otherwise, people just be stinkies. It should be more of a tease. I really do prefer more like the oolongs and blacks over the green teas, but hey, I've just finished this tea off. Yeah, for like when it happened for me, I was pretty decently prepared to deal with it because I had it happen a number of times, but it was never fun. It was never fun. Like it just kind of like, you know, killed all the fun for people, and then you have to like deal with it and stream ends early. When are you gonna play Genshin? Next Genshin stream, I'll probably do a Genshin stream on Wednesday. Because I'm gonna do one Genshin stream this week and probably 2 Minecraft. And the reason for that being, we're gonna do the events probably, and then whatever else. There was an event last week, so we're gonna probably do the event and then the follow up to Nahita's story quest. Probably what we'll do. And then we'll probably have 2 Minecraft streams and, you know, 2 T streams. But next week though, doesn't Honkai Star Rail come out next week, right? Honkai Star Rail release date, yeah, April 26th. Yes. So yeah, next week will be Honkai Star Rail. But this week we will be playing Genshin once. Because like we played Minecraft once this week, and now it's switching to the other way around. Although maybe I should have just done Genshin once this week. Meh, whatever. It's okay. I do Honkai of the Star Rails. You only know 2 voice actors in Genshin? I mean, I don't usually like learn the voice actors for stuff. I do know, I feel like I see the Genshin voice actors around more. Oh, thank you so much, Kobe. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. Yeah. So it's always fun to, I mean, that's why I make them, isn't it? So people can join them. And Rexy says, I wasn't sure I wanted to pull for a hyphen. But, oh yeah, so a hyphen is basically catching, if I'm saying her name correctly, plus with Danger instead, which is really good because Danger is a fun element. So he's really good. He's really, really good. Back to research topics. Most of my research goes to, yeah. I mean, hey, if that's what you want to research, just A-okay. I'm more someone to research into like hardware than people, but everyone has their own. Is it cucking? Okay, whatever. Anyways, the fake cat girl. She's a fake cat girl. I made by a friend if I lose a duty to look into better. I have permanent main account. I mean, most likely you won't lose it to him. It really depends on how your luck is. I've only gotten him once, like I think. I still don't have any gene. I still have 0 genes though. I don't know what's with that. My fake cat girl. No, I can be a real cat. See, I got real cat ears here. Here we go and have some more tea for myself. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping that Honkai Star Rail ends up being good though. You saw the tail? Oh yeah. There's a tail on this thing. I like looking at voice actors. Went on. So yeah. I can definitely see like the interest in that. It's kind of like when people used to have. Actually, no. A better way to describe it is I know a lot of people will be interested in anime if their favorite voice actor is there, and I would assume it to be same for other stuff. Depending on what language, there may or not be as much of a pool of voice actors, but yeah. Here, basically, it's gonna be cool. I personally don't do that, but I do sometimes. I sometimes like, oh, I'll see what voice actor has done a lot of stuff, but I just have a hard time keeping track of it. I don't know. I stay more immersed in the story for the most part, unless the voice actor ends up being a terrible person. That's a whole different thing. But like, if the voice actor is like doesn't do anything bad, I do love the game a little bit better. This is 2? Wait, yeah. Oh gosh, I forgot how old that game is. You know, I always thought about like playing, like, cause for some reason I never really got into Little Big Planet, but I should pay more attention to the yeah, Rex, if you want to do you want to get into voice acting work yourself, you definitely should. But you can even as like a VTuber is easy to like kind of sideways into there, because I interact with some people that are I'm interact some people that do, you know, voice actor stuff. What's his name? Gosh, the animator guy I had on my the Crystal guy we had on my collab. He's an editor, but he works with a lot of voice actors. There's a lot of voice actors in the VTuber community. It's always cool to see. Yeah. Little Big Planet, and I feel like Little Big Planet 2 ended up being a big more popular than the first one, but I can't remember. I cannot remember. I just always remember seeing people play it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks fun." I just never gone to it. Yeah. 150. Yeah, like I can't. It's just, it always surprised me how long ago some games come out. Like, oh my god, it was like bajillion. Yeah, I know it was really popular. I think that's because it was on the console, and I had a PlayStation, but like I just didn't want to buy the game, so I just didn't. You know, so I had the console for it. I just didn't want to spend the money on the game, so it never happened. Oh. It's crazy. Got it's big crap on, but it was Rush. Yeah. Like I think I remember the second one being the most popular. I could be wrong. I wasn't really part of the community. It was popular because the PS3 had no. Okay. Seriously, I was not the only one that did this. When I got my PS3, the reason we got it was my family wanted to get a Blu-ray player. And at the time, it was after the first price drop on PS3. It was cheaper to get a PS3 and use as a Blu-ray player to watch movies on our HDTV than it was to buy any other Blu-ray player. And it works. It was a pretty good Blu-ray player as well. But like, it just we did not buy it for games immediately. Like basically, we were able to convince our parents to buy it because like, hey, this is cheaper and you want to buy a Blu-ray player anyways, and they're like, okay. Do you have Zhongli? Yes. Kobe, in Genshin I have almost all the characters. I'm missing like 3 characters, one of being Jean, and I'm missing 2 other limited characters. Yeah, I pretty much I have most of the characters still. Yeah, it's just I'm trying to remember, like at the beginning of the PS3 life, there really was not that many games. I mean, there was a Little Big Planet again, which was good. But I don't. I'm trying to remember what people were playing on that console. I don't remember playing that many games. But we had, gosh, I'm trying to remember. We had like a Blu-ray movie we watched. Like, oh my god, everything's so crystal clear. I know who's on. Yeah, there's. I feel like the Genshin voice actors are pretty active in the community as well, which is cool. Like you can see a lot of not all of the Genshin voice actors, but a lot of the English ones stream as well, which is kind of funny to see. You'll see them be having shenanigans. The PS3 had a lack of big hitters of the start. Yeah, the PS3 ended up being, I want to say, at the end of it, like at the end of that generation, I think the PS3 had more good games than Xbox 360. But like at the beginning, it was like pretty rough. Oh, so the PS3 was really expensive at the beginning. But at the end of it, I think it had more good games. Looking back. Yeah, Schoolgirls. Yeah. Schoolgirl's cool. I never got like a PC release at some point and never got into it. I do actually really like the designs in Schoolgirls, which is why I tried to get into it when I was on PC. I don't know if it was like a sequel. Maybe it was. I think yes. Schoolgirl's Second Encore was when it went on the PC. But yeah, empty. Yeah. Talking about the PS3, yeah. Like, I just remember the whole. The funniest thing is, I didn't even buy the PS3 at launch. I bought it after the first price drop, which I think was like a year after it launched, because it was like way too expensive. Like, what was it, like $599? I mean, at the time, gosh, it's not that expensive these days compared to what they charge for stuff. But like, PS3 launch price was what? Wasn't it like? No, it was $599. Like, it wasn't even really that expensive, but like people were just so used to consoles being like cheap. But then they're like, oh, here's your worst. I mean, at the time, people just had cheap consoles, and it really wasn't worth it at the time either. The only reason I had the one is because my dad wasn't. Yeah, it's fine. Says, Mom, wait, you bought it. Your dad bought it to impress your mom. That is. What? $599. Yeah, like, it's not that. It's really $599. Even with inflation, is not that bad. But yes, the other issue was they also released it with like Ridge Racer and like one or two other games. It was bad. I believe when I bought it, it was like $3.99 or $4.99 or something. I can't remember. It's been so long. History. Oh, history is a lot of. I mean, I enjoy learning about history, but if I ever take an exam, yeah, if I ever take an exam for history, I probably won't do the best. But I enjoy like watching videos on it. It's always fun. But the thing is, when you watch videos on history, it's far more entertaining than if you learn it in class, because like you learn about the cool stuff, right? Like it's watching old like documentaries and whatnot. That's always fun. Yeah, like the problem. There's. Hi, Sean. Hello. You got some rum this time? It's not rum. What do you mean rum? I have tea. It's not rum though. History's very toned down. Yeah, history's toned down for school, but like the real problem is teachers are not entertainers. But then you can get world-class entertainers who are actual educators, and they're on YouTube. And those YouTubers will be better at teaching whatever you're looking at than your teachers ever will be, because they're just professionals at that. Teachers they're supposed to just teaching. Yeah. Oh, so YouTubers can not worry about exams or anything. A lot of interesting or engaging horror teaching. Yeah. Yeah, YouTubers. Okay, there's certain things you can't put on YouTube, of course, but like. Not too bad, limited wise. Knives. Wait, were knives outrated? Wait, what? I'm not even sure what you're referring to there. But today we are drinking some Yiwu Raw Puer tea. It basically tastes like green tea. Boop. There we go. Yeah, is Knives Out a movie? I just didn't recognize it. Apparently it is. Interesting. Yeah. I did not recognize it, but it's a movie that came out a long time ago. My teacher has watched that movie because, right? Did it work well for that? Did it work well? Did Knives Out work well for writing screenplays? All right, sure. They probably know better than I would, even if the movie wasn't that amazing. But like, sure. I remember seeing the film theory about it pointing Among Us. Just played. Wait, really? It didn't get an example. No, I mean it works. Teaching's not easy, and if you're able to use something more interesting than the old dusty books, and it works pretty well, that's all the better. Yeah, Among Us. That sounds sus, Rexy. I don't know if I can trust you about that. No. Like, so yeah, we have Among Us into movies. No, I'm trying to remember what's the. Isn't there Romeo and there's like an infamous movie in my mind for seeing in English class. It's like Romeo and Juliet had a movie version where they had guns. What did 96 version? What did 96 version Romeo and Juliet? They had guns? Like they had like a sword. They had a gun. They had sword written on it. It was really dumb. And we watched that in English class for some reason. And it was like bad. Citizen Kane in your film studies class, college, yeah. And I will forever say the only class I ever had I feel like I properly enjoyed was my film analysis class. And for that one, we just watched stuff like Die Hard and, you know, the classics, and we and analyze them and whatnot. You know, like actually good movies. But like every other time I had watched movies in English, it was always bad. Citizen Kane was most rated. Yeah, I have not seen Citizen Kane. I don't think so. I can't say that. But you know, it does not surprise me. It does not surprise me. There's a lot of really good old movies. Oh gosh, you know what? Hold on. What's Is it Lawrence Arabia? I would put. I want to say Lawrence Arabia is up there for me on being overrated. If you guys have not seen Lawrence Arabia, it's not a bad movie. It's from 1962. But the thing is, Lawrence Arabia is 3 hours and 42 minutes. I would say a good hour 20 minutes of Lawrence Arabia is panning shots. It's kind of ridiculous. It's so many panning shots, like you know, it's sure. Now, there is a specific scene in Lawrence Arabia at the beginning. It's really, really impressive. Like, it was one of the first times that they had done something like it. Basically, they had a motorcycle shot, and then they crashed the motorcycle, and they showed the camera doing that. At the time, that was really hard to do. Basically, they sacrificed a motorcycle and a camera, and then they very carefully recovered the film camera. Like, that must have been a little sketchy. I wonder how many times they had to do that to get like a camera that can recover the film. But do I have Venti and Raiden Shogun? Yes, Kobe, I do have Venti and Raiden Shogun. I actually use Venti. I'm sorry, I used Raiden on one of my teams. I want to use Venti on one of my teams again. I just rebuilt them. Just because movie shots are good. Oh, I mean, yeah, sure. Here's the. If you were to cut out the panning shots, Lawrence Arabia is not that bad a movie. The issue is Lawrence Arabia is so long. What you should do, if you're going to watch that movie, put it on in the background when you're hanging out with friends, And then, there's like, oh my God, that movie's still going on. And then you just walk, you can socialize during it. But I don't think it's a movie you should seriously just sit down and watch. It's just too long. It's as long as like the Lord of the Rings, but maybe I can't remember. Did somebody said Lord of the Rings is like almost 4 hours? But for that, they used the whole time. It's like there's an hour of useless footage. Has anyone had a Tucker Dale versus? I don't know if I've seen that. But yes, again, Kobe, the characters I do not have is I don't have Jean, I don't have Kokomi, I can't remember who else. But how you doing, Zen? Good to see you. Good to see you. Feels like 5. Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, Lord's Arabia does not feel like it's longer than 4 hours. It's just too many panty shots. There's some other really old movies I've seen that are good, but like, there's the best Christmas movie ever, Die Hard, right? No, but like, there's a lot of old movies that are really good and still hold up, but not all of them will. Gosh, if I remember. I feel like if you go to like the 60s, there's not that many good films. Google says that Lawrence Arabia is 3 hours and 42 minutes. I believe there's always an intermission in the middle of it. But Lord of the Rings extended time length. Oh yeah, it is. So it's longer than the Return of the King extended. Is that the extended time or the normal time? And that might be normal time. No, extended is okay. It's basically the same length as the Fellowship of the Rings extended. I don't know what other ones. I don't feel like researching it. Have you seen the movie Big Fish? Let me check. I am like pretty sure I haven't, but I could be wrong. I have. You know what? I feel like I've seen Big Fish in like school. I feel like this was shown in one of my classes at one time during like. It would have been in high school because it's PG-13, but I feel like I've seen this. I really feel like I've seen this in class looking at this. And again, it would have been in high school, but it's just been. I don't think I remember any of it. It seems vaguely familiar. Could be wrong though. Had to pick the best movie ever. Shrek 1. Honestly, that's a solid choice. That's a solid choice. If I had to pick the best movie I've ever seen, and let's just exclude anime because that feels like a whole different thing to me. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, my mind wants to go to the very basic choice of like Inception if I can't pick anime, because Inception was solid, but like, I think if I wanted to rewatch a movie, Shrek probably would win. Inception's solid, but like, I don't know if I really care to watch it at this point. Yeah, but if you exclude, well, I wasn't excluding animation, I was excluding anime. So Shrek or any of the Pixar stuff would be included. Actually, you know what? I'd probably pick something from Pixar. If I don't include anime, definitely some Pixar. But like, or like DreamWorks. A fan of the Rocky movies. I actually don't think I've seen any of them. Somehow. I don't think I've seen any of the Rocky movies. I know there's a good amount of them. Question here. Who would win in a fight, Chuck Norris or Jet Li? Or we're talking about meme Chuck Norris? Because if we're talking like my childhood growing up with all the jokes, Chuck Norris, he would win. Because that's just kind of the character he's supposed to be. But if we're talking about like actual Chuck Norris versus Jet Li, I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah, IRL Jet Li, 100%. 100%. And but if we're talking about like, because you know, the internet version of Chuck Norris is supposed to be broken. Has anyone seen Real... Wait, what? Is that a movie? Let me Google that. Real Steel? I mean, I've definitely not seen that. It's from 2011. Interesting. No, I have not seen that. I mean, I don't really watch that many movies. Especially, but he does. It kind of sucks. All I see is there's like a robot on there, but robot. I heard this question. Heard which question from Supernatural? Oh, that question. Yeah, I have a bunch of friends that got into Supernatural, and I never really fell into it. I think at the time that I would have fallen into watching like Supernatural and whatnot is when I got into anime, like in high school. So I just never got into that sort of stuff. I watched Scrubs, I watched MASH, but never got into Supernatural. Like, I think I could have ended up getting into Supernatural if I didn't get into anime, but you know, yeah, it's a long show. Yeah, there's a bunch of episodes. I remember my brother getting into it when I was living with him. There's a bunch of episodes. I like the movie. Yeah, also a game. Yeah. Hey, if you like a movie, there's nothing to worry about. That's what matters. It matters what you think of it, and it's not like you're like a professional critic. It's just like I enjoy a lot of games that are probably not the best. I enjoy a lot of anime that are definitely not the best. But if you enjoy it, that's what matters. Everyone has different taste. No, doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about other people, unless you're like become a professional reviewer. Then it's a little different. A lot of British shows is, yeah. There's a lot of. I don't think I'm watching the British shows that's an issue though, because like I don't think that was an issue with Doctor Who, and I think Doctor Who was the only British show I watched. I think that Doctor Who was the only British show I really got heavily into. But also, on the other hand, that's because Doctor Who's kind of was like a more family show. Philly's family show. Not that I fell out of Doctor Who anyways. Yeah. Oh, wait, BBC Sherlock. Wait, Sherlock was really good until like the last season or so. Because like they just didn't know what they were doing. But like, because thing is like every episode of Sherlock early on was like a whole Sherlock movie. That was good shit. But I remember like it got really like the last season I think was like meh. I think it was so good. I always forget about the BBC Sherlock show. Always do. It had Cumberbatch in it, everyone's favorite British boy. But yeah, stole that show. But I just never remember. Like the thing is, like, was each episode like an hour long or? Let me just say, Sherlock BBC episode length. How long was each episode? 90 minutes. Every episode was a movie. And that's 90 minutes without commercials. And then there's 3 of the, that was 90 minutes long. That's a movie. Funak now, the bird in Rio? What bird in Rio? Which bird specifically, Brett? Oh gosh. I think there was like a big crossover between the Sherlock and the Doctor Who fan club based whatever. There's a movie called Rio. Rio movie. Oh, we're talking about the bird in the Rio movie is extinct. That makes way more sense. Yes. All right. So, isn't that just like a parrot? Is whatever bird is based off is extinct now? I guess. It just looks like a basic ass parrot, but I guess not. There's some media you can enjoy. Yeah. Oh gosh, like I 100% like half the isekai I watch are just like probably objectively bad, but like I enjoy it. Yeah. I'm almost finished watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Well, that's a classic. That's a classic I for some reason never got into. Like I think I would have watched it and enjoyed it if I did. I mean, I should have enjoyed it if I watched it, but I just never did. Like, I feel like there's a case of like a lot of, and maybe it's just me. I feel like I just end up not watching something for whatever reason. But like I look back, like, oh, I probably would have enjoyed it if I did. But no, I'm not gonna really go back and watch it. You know, I've gone back and I used to go back and watch shows. Like I used to watch like Babylon 5 or whatnot. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say anything about the TV show otherwise. I can only speak on stuff I've seen, and I have not seen that. It is what it is. It is. It always, I still feel like it's always weird for me on Sundays where I just get up so early. I look outside my window and it's bright outside. I'm not used to seeing the sun. There's the sun's outside and I'm awake. This isn't right. You're like a lot of times, for the rest of the week, I will pass out as the sun is rising and I'll wake up as the sun's really going down. Yeah, I'll wake up at 4 or 5 p.m. and the sun's going down or whatever soon. I am a creature of the night. How foolish do you? Completely forgot about when we're talking about a little bit. That's just someone working on. Oh, is there a comic for a little bit? Hopefully it ends up well or good. And Brett saying, remember my dad showed you John Wick? I think I heard good things about John Wick. I never got into it. I miss a lot of stuff. Gosh, it's my burping. I know there's even. What's the third one came out recently? I can't remember. Regardless, I've just missed a lot of popular media. I think John Wick is one of the ones I should probably just go back and watch. You're surviving searching. Congratulations. It was a Goaf Band. Catch a second stream right. Yeah, nice. I can't remember if you mentioned having to go into it, but I'm glad you survived. And now you get to relax to some tea. Hopefully the recovery time for it is not too bad, but if you need to get rest, do get rest. But otherwise, yeah, we got tea and cozy times here. I'd like to remind everyone, if you're not already, please do smash that like button. And if you guys are not already on my Discord server, I have opened up to everyone. You can get the link in my pinned message. I'd love to see you guys over on Discord. Yeah. All right, I think I remember that. Yeah, you're often able to catch my t-shirts, but they are fun. I do my t-shirts every Friday and Sunday, but they're a lot of fun. I think that my favorite part about them is like I can just focus on chatting with you guys. Where when I'm doing my game streams, it's sometimes harder to chat. And even more so for like my game streams, I sometimes feel like it's hard to focus on chatting as well. Like I'll miss a lot of messages. And what did Tarkili and Kazuha do in Genshin? Oh, you want yeah, hopefully get Tarkili and Kazuha. Kazuha's really good. And Slime Time, I was playing Genshin. I saw your live stream. Hi, Slime Time. Good to see you. Good to see you. Pour some more tea. Boop. I always enjoy these streams. Man, now I want to make some tea. Now you should make some tea. And I really, there's a couple people I want to do tea streams with. And I think I might try to do something special for the next one, where I might try to do a thing where I get like a bunch of tea prepared, and we just try it, the same teas as the person's with me. But top 5 teas is hard to say. I don't think I'd be able to rate off the top of my head. Now, top 5 teas is definitely a better question than what my favorite tea is, because there's hundreds of teas essentially. There might just be black tea, oolong tea, white tea, yellow tea, pour tea, whatever. There might only be that, but within those, like there's basically hundreds and thousands of cultivars doing stuff. But I actually don't know if I have a specific answer to that. I will say I do generally like a lot of the purple black teas I've tried. maybe they'd all be variations of that. But yeah, it's hard. I'm still a babby in tea in some ways. Just a babby. I'm doing the store, but Louisiana brand tea, whatever works for you. But yes. Let me. Ooh, no, we're good there. Like, take a sip of this tea. Sippy, sippy, sippy. Oop, wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. Because my brain just starts going burst. But yeah, you know, I feel like especially some of the live streams, I feel like sometimes our streams have a hard time keeping up with chant. But here, just honestly, when I'm doing like Minecraft or when I'm doing whatever on the stream, sometimes the games are there to just get people to watch. But chatting is really what the goal is at the end of it, yeah? Like, sure, I might enjoy playing the game. Like, I enjoy playing Genshin. But I feel like maybe it's because I'm not, my focus is technically being a game streamer. It's just what brings people, then we can chat. I enjoy Genshin. I really enjoy Genshin. But I think I would probably replace it with almost any other game I enjoy. Like, let's say I found some other game that I really enjoyed. It would probably be fine. Or some people are very specific. Because I guess that's because I'm a tea. I do my tea streams. Streamless has been here for quite a while. Then the whole time they've been very hardworking. You can see the pinned message there. Real, puts a video of a stream. Yeah, I'm glad I did well, Tonky. You basically got to keep trying stuff, and you'll slowly figure out what works well, and you just continue doing whatever works. That's kind of how it works. Oh, that's basically what she does. You should keep trying. I saw a screenshot of a YouTube video with a full our question line. It was like, oh yeah, Rexy, I told you it took me like 2 days during my subathon to finish that, right? Or maybe it was like a day and a half. I don't know. It took so long. It took so freaking long. So I know it's long. Now imagine reading it. Imagine reading how terrible I'm at reading out loud. Imagine reading that crap completely because it's not voiced. It took so long. So long. The R and R. It was. Those names are hard to say. This is a fate we have. It's fine. It's fine. Sit back up my chair a little bit. Shrielmas isn't sentient. It's a bot. That's you think, Rexy. Shrielmas has rights. Shrielmas have his own feelings. Yeah. There are insentient robots. Yeah, that's what you think. You know, Shrielmas has his feelings to me. I can program it to say that it has feelings. Oh, so you can no, there's AI. There's AI, but like with large model and whatnot. But Shrielmas is not. Shrielmas is very much not. There is stuff that's pretty close to that, but Shrielmas is literally just basic text responses to timers. Yeah, I just found out yeah, I almost at 5K. Yeah, there is ones that are more closer to proper AI, Rexy. You have not been keeping up. You have not been keeping up. But the thing is though, Shrielmas is not that. The large learning data models are more for search, or basically almost like search engines. Your friend is, again, Rexy, there's stuff that's closer to the AI that you're thinking. again, Shrielmas is not that. Shrielmas is basically like an IRC bot from like the late 90s. It's not really advanced past that. Now, a lot of people assume that ChatGPT stuff is the most advanced. It's not. It's probably the most advanced public stuff that people have. How are you doing, Egg? It's good to see ya. Good to see ya. Now do we have egg? We can make ourselves some breakfast. Wait, bring it back, sir. Okay, see you in a bit. Oh, I should make some. Oh, I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, egg. I should make an omelet, right? No. Well, I'm just glad that when we have relay, it will be huge news. There it is. again, Rexy, please don't speak of things you don't have you haven't probably been following. But no, there is. It's not ChatGPT, but there's been proper progress on it. But it's in by no means is it anywhere in the public use. Kulungi, my favorite thing to talk about bot chats. Is it fun to make a complete tier? Yeah, some of the chat bots have gone pretty fun, but then that's different to AI. What are my qualifications? My qualifications, I'm actually following myself. It's not my friends are following it. I've been following it myself, Rexy. There's a difference. You're getting all secondhand knowledge. Got my primary source shit. But you know, they're getting pretty good. We're not there. We're not there quite yet, but it's far closer than you think. It's very expensive though. Again, that's secondhand. But yeah, see you later, Brenda. Have a great rest of your day. And you're just being confrontational. I'm gonna time you out. Have fun, Brexy. You always like arguing and making stuff a pain. Every time. Rexy loves just being a pain, and she gets like this. But you know, it's fine. So your Donkey said your dad found out. Okay, here's the thing. ChatGPT is not really that great, but like it's very okay at a lot of stuff. It's very okay at checking stuff. I would say, if you want to do stuff like, I think turn out the way over. Yeah, I don't know. Rexy gets like this sometimes, and like, it's just how she is. I'm like, stop. There's no reason there's no reason to die on hills like this. There's been actual progress on it. It's not anything like ChatGPT, but like they're getting there. There's a lot of other real AI projects, but they're very expensive, and the public will not have access to them. Yes. I think my favorite of them, the uses of it is, say if you want to go over to ChatGPT and just have it process information. We've also used it to process stuff like videos. You can use it to process videos and find interesting moments. So the large learning data models are good for that. But it's almost like a different type of search engine is how the current ones work. Now you can do fun stuff with that, but like it's not good at its job. It's fast, but a human would be better, obviously. Like there's video editors based off it, but like a real like person who's gonna do a better job, but like, it's just fast, and you don't have to pay them. Or if you use the ChatGPT 4 and you pay for the uses, it's still cheaper than a person. But it's not like if you have to write an essay, it's not that good. You're almost done. Make your team. Nice-oo, nice-oo, nice-oo. Mm-hmm. But yeah. You go here. Got some more tea. Delicious. All the delicious teas you can need. And now, you know what's funny though is the tea is finally getting good, in my opinion, after it's getting good in my opinion after like we're almost done with the first half of the fusions. This tea, and I remember this tea I'm drinking right now takes forever for the fusions to stop being not the best. But some teas are like that, especially when you get the rep and raw pours. It becomes different. I think this is one of my less favorites. I don't know. I was not a big fan of this tea ever, but it's a. We're just finishing it off. It's fine. I'm not a big fan of the raw pours, but it kind of works finishing off. I'd rather drink like a good green tea than something that's kind of like a green tea. Meh. What sort of tea do you end up getting, Donkey? Is it, did you get, I think you mentioned earlier it wasn't anything fancy, but is it like a tea blend or what did you get? But I hope you enjoy it though whenever it's done though. Welcome back, Sarah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see yous. Oh, sir, wait. Is today Sal's birthday? Is today Sal's birthday in Genshin? Interesting. I saw like a notification. It's like, what? What? Wait. I believe, Sarah, you said you were on a phone call earlier. Well, hopefully the phone call went well. And, you know, you didn't make too many mistakes on the phone call. It's not going to be held against you, knocking. Hopefully it went well. It's not going to be on exam! I don't know, the box doesn't specify. Yeah, it's probably. I mean, what does it describe the tea as? Is it like? It has to say something on it. I don't know. If it doesn't say like black, I mean, it might be an herbal tea. If you tell me what the box says it is, or otherwise, I probably will tell you. It just says tea. What? What kind of generic stuff do you got? It's just like a white box. It says tea. Nothing else. Seems legit. Yeah. 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 And you bring it back up immediately. Anyways, it just says tea. What time will the live stream be? What time will the next live stream be, or what time will this live stream end, Kobe? Arf arf? Okay, I would love to see that box, but I'm so confused by what you have. I want to say it's probably just black tea. Donkey, if it's not labeled, it's probably cheap black tea. That could be my only assumption. But hopefully you like it at least. Yeah, and Kobe, if you're asking when the live stream end, generally the live stream goes for like an hour. Sorry, it goes for like 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. So my tea streams generally go to 2 to 3 hours. So probably like another hour and a half. Oh, well, closer to an hour and a half. Probably another hour and a half ish. It tastes the same as Lipton. Yeah, it's probably cheap black tea. Something tasting like Lipton means it's really cheap. No Name, yeah. It's Canadian? Interesting. Yeah, I've heard of No Name Company. I've heard of it. Yeah. A woe dog. Woes. We got these. It does. I want to say it. Well, how you doing? Hello. But yeah, if you have, yeah, it just has to be really cheap black tea. Yes, my brain won't really blur there, but if you enjoy it, it is fine. You can get much better tea. You can get much better tea, but it's still tea at the end of the day. Like, if you enjoy the cheap tea you have, you probably enjoy like some of the better black teas I've had as well. But you know, it's all similar. I mean, it's whatever. Oh gosh, so no name makes herbal teas. It's probably like repackaged from like Lipton or something similar. And herbal teas are easier to manufacture because herbals don't get messed up as easily. The uwus. Same thing with tea blends. Like if you have like an Earl Grey, which are pretty easy to manufacture, you can finally make the face of your emotions. You can indeed. Indeeds. You can display your emotions. Yeah, we will. I think we're almost at the halfway point of stream where I will go refill my kettle and then we'll go feature an artist, which I've already picked out. I've already picked out the artist. Yeah. Dog. Oh, you want to cry, dog? No. It is kind of funny. Like, his tea is progressively tasting better. One tea bags fell in the string was hit the fish out of the pot now. It's yeah. You remember when you teach me? Yeah. It was closer to 6 hours. For anyone who doesn't know, when I used to do my tea streams on Twitch, I used to do double the amount of tea I do now. And the reason I did that was on YouTube, you need, on Twitch, you need to do at least 6 hours. So I kind of stretched it out a ton. So I drink so much tea. It was ridiculous. But I used to have like a bunch of people. The Twitch era was a different era. And there's not, I have some of the evidence on YouTube, but I drink 2 liters of tea now, Rexy. I used to, on Twitch, it was 4 liters. It was 4 liters on Twitch. Which, tea, yeah. I'm glad the tea making was a success. It was, Twitch, I had way too much tea. And I would swap the tea out. I enjoy these, like, shorter tea streams. It's a whole proper ceremony. Whereas Twitch, it was stretched out so much. I mean, there was fun to it as well, but it wasn't sustainable. Yeah. And again, most people do not know that clip, Rexy. Most people do not know that clip. It exists. Oh, by the way, it's I don't know if it's even published anymore. Oh, you probably can't even link it. I unpublished all my Twitch stuff, so I don't think you can even link to it anymore. Let me check. I don't think that Twitch that clip exists on the internet anymore. So I unpublished everything. Boop-a-doop-boop. Oh no, the clips are still there. Clips are still there. I did not unpublish the clips. It's the VODs are gone. We're good. So I unpublished all my highlights and VODs. And then there's just a bunch of old stuff. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We have all stuff. You don't need to worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about it. Much hello, Ericas. It was one of my first clips on Twitch. Yes. Rexy clipped it. But I still can't. It's so crazy, like how long it's been since I started on Twitch. Like I'm much happier here on YouTube. But like, it's been over. I mean, it's been over 2 years. Like I had my 2-year anniversary. It's crazy. Watching episode 3 of season. Breaking Bad. Nice. I can't remember where I stopped in Breaking Bad. I think that's like halfway through season 1, and I just got distracted and I haven't picked it back up again. But it's a good show. So I hope you do enjoy it. And I mean, it's popular for a reason. It's well made and whatnot. And like, I think even in the finale ended up being good, which is one of the things. If a show ends badly, it might be popular whilst airing, but then it'll fall off like afterwards. It'll be like, because it ended so well, like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but because it ended so well, people are having the ending. People are still suggesting the show. If you compare it to like Game of Thrones, like Game of Thrones was, people were liking it until, you know, season, the last one. And it started to get worse and worse. People are copium. But like, once Game of Thrones ended, people were like, we stopped suggesting it. Like, it died. But then people still suggest, you know, Breaking Bad because it's actually good. I want to say the first season of Game of Thrones is good. But there's no reason to watch it now because there's no payoff. There's no payoff to it. But the first season was good. Yeah. I can't remember if people are saying that the spin-offs are, I don't know. It's just always sad to see shows that get butchered by the crew running them. It could have been so good. How you doing, Jana? Hello. Good to see you. We're enjoying ourselves some tea. We will be going to our we'll be the halfway point here in a second. You haven't known American show a long time. I've watched American shows recently, but like every so often I will watch something like an American, like Western TV show or whatnot. It's been a little bit, but no, it's like, oh, every so often I'll be like super bored and I'll like, oh, let's watch that. But I almost always will do it like long after it's done. I'm like, okay, this was good. Whereas when I watch anime a lot of time, it's a lot newer. Like, oh, let's watch this movie. I know it's good. I can just go watch it. They're like 3 years old. Gotta go. Okay, have a great rest of your day, donkey. Yeah, we might be back. It depends. I guess depends on the goes. I watch stuff that could be on TM, but not stuff that is. I mean, fair. Yeah, I still. Every time I think about the current climate of people who keep up with watching stuff on TV these days, it seems if for anime, you can just pay for Crunchyroll and be fine. Like if you pay for Crunchyroll, you can just watch basically anything. It's not 100% true, and it depends on your country, but like it's pretty good these days. But if you want to watch movies and watch stuff that's like what 10 streaming services now, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But yeah. Oh gosh, I feel like people are spending. There's probably people spend like $60 a month on streaming services or something stupid. It's like, nah, fam. That's not it. I mean, it's really easy to legally watch anime. I would say at this point, for a lot of people are probably legally watching it these days. It works pretty well. But like that's not how anime used to be. But these days, like I see less and less people who don't legally watch it, like for Crunchy or similar. Oh, but hi slime, and then delete your message. Okay. Like how much is Crunchyroll these days? Because I don't pay attention to like exact price and stuff like that. Crunchyroll is price. Can I like store? Is it store I go to? No, I'll also Google Crunchyroll price. Crunchyroll subscription price. That's not what I want. It looks like it's $8. No, is it fan? Crunchyroll's tiers are confusing. I think it's $8 a month. You can do. You just have to one you get. I think it's the one. Yeah. Looks like it's at $8 a month. It's not too bad. But you can't really do that with like Western stuff. You go like, oh, you get Disney Plus. You get. This is ridiculous. They need. As much as monopolies are kind of bad, the fact that everything is just not on one service makes it way too expensive. Like, no. If all different services also had this stuff, I'd be fine, but like, meh. I just, no. It's $8 a month to pay for anime is completely fair. Completely fair. American stream servers are rebuilding cable. Yeah, it's basically, and at this point, American companies, actually even outside of the States, is similar. But like, Western TV streaming services are basically just TV services now, which is ridiculous. You can't just pay for Netflix. You got, and maybe Hulu. Nah, you need your 10 services. I would say at least the services generally work better than they used to. Like, Netflix used to lag a bunch, and so the servers are better, but like, man, it ain't it. I do wonder, I don't think it'll apply for me, but I do wonder if people just go back to getting TV services again. Like, oh, I'm actually going to go buy a TV service. Is it, I feel like for some places to be cheaper, let's give me a bundle. It's a strange thing they've been doing. We have to give a little more tea here, and then we'll go. I'll very quickly go to the bathroom, refill my kettle, have a good shit's healthy. Yeah. I don't think it's real. I think the issue we are having with streaming services is not real competition. Real competition would imply they're trying to compete, and I don't think they are. It's almost like they're working together. At least a lot of them. They're like, oh, let's raise the prices. There's some competition, but like, I don't know. It's not as much as it should be. Like, I think competition would be if there was multiple services that got the rights to stream all those shows. Like, if there's multiple things like Netflix. Yeah, America, you know, but it's not, again, Rexy is not just, that's not in this, just in the States. You're being America centric as always. It's almost the same way outside the States too. Even if they're American companies, Disney Plus and crap, whatever they call it, is just as crappy outside, if not worse. It's a big mess. It's a big old mess. Yeah. Yeah. There's, every time I talk to my friends over in like Germany or whatnot, they have the same sort of issues. The only difference is they do sometimes get more variety on Netflix, but it's still a big old mess. And Disney's Disney everywhere. You're not going to get Disney's crap on anything but Disney. What's today's tea? Today's tea is... Boop, boop, boop. Here it is. Year of the Rat. We're having the rest of the Year of the Rat syrup. If you remember us having that a while ago. It's some raw puer tea, which is not my favorite. It's been drying my mouth out a lot. But it's fine. It kind of tastes like green tea, sort of. Which is kind of what raw puer is. Yes, I'm going to refill my kettle. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to feature an artist. Oh, so I'm going to go back real quick too. But, excuse me. All right. So give me guys 1 minute. I'm going to go refill my kettle and go to the bathroom real quick. Excuse me. And we'll back 1 minute. Oh. You try and do them all. NordVPN is stinky. And that's why we're sponsored here by PIA. I'm kidding. Gosh. You know what's funny though is Netflix is gone so hard on breaking the VPN stuff. The eye is back, everyone. The kettle is heating up. Let's go ahead and feature today's artist. Want to get my gloves on. Again, I'd like to remind everyone, if you're not already, smash that like button, and please do so. It does help a lot, but let me go ahead. Go get the person up here. Why do I have... Boop. Oh, check that. Okay. Boop. There. Boop. Move this window over. Now, we won't be scrolling through his Twitter much, because I'm just going to go to their card. But. Window capture. Art chill. Just got to get this prepped for you guys. As always, we do love supporting the artist. That's kind of one of the main points of... Oh, it's one of the main things we do here on Halfway Point. And I'll move over... Move here. And then I will... rendition. A problem with merger. I mean, if you enjoy it, it's fine, I suppose. Studio mode. And today we are featuring mellopyon. He is an artist. I'll go ahead and I'm just gonna go over to there's his Twitter. Go check him out. We're gonna go right over to his art here. Okay. They also have an art shop we'll quickly go through in a second. But if anyone here is looking for some art commissions, please do consider giving mellopyon a look-see. We got... They do chibis. Oh, the best way to... They do like more early 2000s and 90s art style stuff. But I'll scroll down. You'll see some of their other stuff that's really cool. They do have chibi, but they do emotes. But more interesting, if you scroll down here, I really like these 90s style commissions. Like, maybe because I'm old. Oh, sorry, I think Mello's like my age probably. But I really dig these 90 style art commissions. Like, they're really cool. I kind of want to... I've considered commissioning them. But, oh, did I let me retweet one of their arts. Enough. You know what, fine, I'll retweet this one. I like retweeting some one person stuff when I'm doing stuff. Yummy ice cream, nice-oo. Yeah, we got pricing's there. I don't know what you mean by commercial license, but of course my might be to print it out. Are the people on the plate? What do you mean? Oh, you know, honestly, Sarah, that's actually doing this pose is a very 90s thing. I don't know, it's cute. This whole, it's probably, yeah. Don't worry about it. They're probably not eating them. He does normal art commissions as well. I do think my favorite is the 90s ones though. What we got? Oh yeah, there's also they do Studio Ghibli ones, which these are very nice as well. I think these ones and the 90s ones are my favorites of their commissions they offer. Please choose up which Ghibli film. Yes. Is there anyone else? I guess they do. Oh yeah, they do live 2D models as well. He does live 2D. And PNG tubers. Can make so it looks like you can. Okay, so for the commercial license, from when I'm vaguely reading this, it looks like commercial license is only if you want to do for making merch. That's pretty pog. I don't have current plans to do so, but like, yeah, you could commission and pay an extra $10, $20, make merch out of it. That's cool. That's cool. Maybe the commercial fees maybe should be higher than that, but meh. That's on the artist. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, last thing we'll show his art shop. If you'd like to, you know, buy pre-made merch. Okay, see you later, Kobe. I'll see you later. See you later. Have a great rest of your day. They have a bunch of. Oh gosh, what's this gonna do? I'm really worried about what's gonna. What does that show? Cool. I don't think it showed anything bad. Oh, like what did that just show? Nothing. Surprisingly, nothing bad. But we're not gonna click into any of these pages. But yeah, go give MELLO. Go give us MELLO some love. I do really dig this sort of art style. What's the 90s? But the kettle is done heating up. So we're going to go ahead and return back to the tea. Let me just go and boop, boop, boop. Get rid of this. Back here. And we're turning to the tea. We have our second half of the tea all heated up. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yes, you made your emoji sleepy. Yes, you did, dog. I'm just going to move my chat back into my window. So I moved it out because it was covering my screen. Oh, no, what's the cover here? My little foggy. There. And pour some tea or hot water to make tea. There we go. And I still someday hope that I get. I hope I get big enough someday to be able to show a small artist on stream and their commissions just be, you know, instantly filled. That's one of my goals. I'll get there. And that's more of like a size thing. If you're big enough, it just kind of works out. Like if you had like 5,000 people watching you, and the person had like 6 slots, there's probably 6 people that would commission arts. That's just kind of how it works. It's just a numbers thing. We'll get there though. I want to share the love. Yep. Again, you don't have to commission if you do not have the money to, but you do have good art. MELLO does make some good art. Okie dokie. Boop. Let's continue on with the teas. I was like, every time I'm expecting it not to be hot, and it's still hot. Is there a dog out there? They're probably just lurking, dog. They're probably just lurking. Don't worry about it. A lot of people like lurking in my streams during my chat streams, especially. Just people like it with my voice. Maybe they want to get some art done. Maybe they need to commit war crimes. Let the lurkers lurk. But if you want a chat, I'm here. That's ye. It's another thing that as I scale up to be larger, it become less of a problem because let's say you have 1,000 people again, you know, and watching you. Then all the people that want to lurk would be able to easily lurk and they won't have to worry about, you know, wanting to chat to make chat active. But you know, at a smaller size, understand it. Someone has to pick up the slack. Oh gosh. There's just a lot of people who also watch my stuff as VODs, but again, it's more of like a scale thing that works. How I stream works better when you're larger, but I can't really do much about that. Except just keep working on slowly improving my content. That's all I can. That's all I can do. I can just make the best content I have, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah. Popping and say hello. It's okay, Galaxy Wolf. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Wednesday, we'll be doing some more Genshin Impact. Thursday will be more Minecraft. Friday will be more tea. Saturday will be more Minecraft, probably. Sunday will be more tea. And then we'll have this, a week starts over. I will say, next week, we'll be doing Conquest RL. Or at least 2 streams that week. But this upcoming week, we will be doing what I said. Why you upset there, dog? Why you upset? You don't be upset. Oops, I forgot to put this here. Whoop. Whoop, there we go. Shaky, 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 shaky. Excellent. And pour. I still, one of my dreams to have is maybe if I could do my own tea club, that'd be cool. And it would kind of make sense. Like, imagine if you guys could subscribe to a service. Yeah. One of my kind of goes, okay, Galax, the wolf will be around. They have to go hunt for, I don't know, whatever reference I'll make there. I don't know where Galax, they gotta go for now, but it's okay. It's okay. At a point I was making there. I lost the point I was making. My point, it disappeared. I want to drink some of this tea. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. So one thing I would love to do eventually is, because I don't need that much. It doesn't need to be that much tea, but I could like pre-select. Would it be 8 teas a month, or wait, no, it would be 8 teas. If I were to pre-select 8 teas for a tea club, and we like preset this tea's gonna be this day, this tea's gonna be this day. I could totally do like a tea club around my content. It's not something I can do like as I am right now, but like, imagine if you guys could like subscribe. I tried to make it probably affordable, and you get tea sent to you. Like, there's no reason I can't do that. It would require a lot of forward like thinking and planning, because like I would have to have what tea I'm having each day pre-planned. For the most part, I guess it's something. If something comes up and it doesn't end up being that tea, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But as long as like most of the time we do the planned tea, it'll be fine. Or something. I don't know. It might also make more sense to do it every other month. I noticed some tea clubs what they'll do is they'll send it every other month because of shipping. I actually have a tea club box I need to unpack and upload a video on Monday. Tomorrow I'll upload a video. But however I do the tea club box stuff, like, I think that'd be good. I would need help to do that, but I will 100% do that once in my powers to do so. Then we can share the tea properly. I would have to get some sort of way to offer, tea for you guys, but, or no, well, teaware. I wonder what would be kind of cool though. Maybe if I had like first time buyers, I can offer sending like a guy wand that's branded, maybe Baron's Compass brand or whatever. I send like, I get to do like a starter kit as an offering for the first one. I totally think I could do. We could totally do that. You would still need to buy your own kettle, but like, I'm on the miracle worker. Oh, let's go ahead and pour some more tea. There we go. Yep. Oh, I got distracted. I was looking at the screen and then oh no, that's way overfilled. No, that's so much wasted tea. This happens to get distracted. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's all like, you see all that water out there? Oh jeez. Okay, let's go ahead and just pour. Yeah, I am. Oh, here. You know what we'll do? We're gonna put this aside. I'm gonna go ahead and feed this water here to the teapot. I'm trying to do this in a way that you guys can see it properly. Oh, that didn't really work, but there. I poured it onto them. Whatever. He has been sparkled with the tea leaves. Boop. Excellent. Excellent. Let's go. And finish this bit of tea up. Hot. Hot, 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 hot. I'm as far as like the top, because I had the topic of the stream. And for anyone who missed, I was talking about it earlier. Oh, hi, Dairy. Hello, hello, hello. It's good to see you. Good to see you. We're enjoying some tea. I did make a mess here, as you can see. If you look in the background, there's a little bit of tea on there, tea pets. It's good to see you. It is Friday, or it's Sunday, so we're enjoying our early tea. My brain goes burr because again, it's Sunday. Have a good time. I'm hoping you have a good Sunday as well. Or I suppose, oh, how you doing, Nori? Hello, hello. Here, I can actually do it this time because I'm not, I'm not, overly distracted. Well, cause it's easier for me to do this during chat streams. But if you guys are not already subscribed to my friend Nori, definitely should go give her a sub. She does music and stuff. I mean, she does games too, but like, if I were to describe her, I would probably describe her to the music. Whatever. But yes, I somehow forget to Sunday teas on my Monday. Yeah, time zones are a thing, Jada. Time zones are a thing. But not good. Not good. But here to vibe. I hope that my tea streams help you feel just a little bit better. Yeah. Oh, let me fix my chat here. I hope you feel a little better. I mean, that's what the tea streams are for, yeah. Yeah. Now, hopefully, like I was talking to Nori some about my microphone because I'll be buying a new microphone in a very, very near future. Maybe I might even get it before like Friday. It'd be cool because I think it'd be cool to have my new audio set up on a T stream because I'll be like, hey, new audio, because it'll be much better. Like I'm gonna be spending, gosh, it's gonna be like, so probably just to get lighting. It's probably like $800, I swear. Because I want to get the new microphone, and I'm actually pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I might get this stupid SMB whatever Shure mic. It's a big meme. But like, I think that is what I'm gonna end up with. I really do think. How you doing, Riskier? Hello. It's been a hot second. Yeah. Oh, so I just woke up. I came here, and it's the morning. Sorry, it's fine. Yeah. It's 7 a.m. for me. Yeah, Jada. My Sunday time starts super early for you, Jada. Same thing with Stoff. Although Stoff sometimes somehow manages to be here. But I hope you've been doing good, Riskier. I hope you enjoy our tea here. Relax a little bit. Yes. Yeah, we'll get it. But the funny thing though is like, because I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna spend an expensive mic, and I'll get better lighting for the camera as well, so it'll probably look better there. But like, it's like, oh, I need to get a better mic arm. It's like, oh, it starts getting really expensive. Do you know? I will Google whatever it is. Is that a person? I do not know who that person is. No. Look like they make YouTube videos. I do not know who he is. I googled them. I found a YouTube channel. I am not. Yeah. I'm not aware of I don't get around too much on that side of YouTube. I should watch more YouTube videos, whatnot, but yeah. Looks like they make a lot of Nintendo stuff. Yeah. Drink some more teas. Yeah, school tomorrow, Sarah. That do be how Sundays and Mondays work. I hope you got all of your homework done. Well, actually, do you guys get Okay, I don't remember when I was in school if I ever got Sunday homework, or we're not Sunday, Friday homework. If you did, I hope you did it. Oh, yeah, it's how it is. Sorry. What are your favorite YouTube videos? These days, when I watch a YouTuber, I'm generally watching. There's a few different like educational videos channels, you know, and then there's like tech channels. Like sometimes I watch Science Tech Tip, even though they're like not the best anyways. There's other PC hardware channels like Gamers Nexus, I think they're called. There's a few other channels. There's yeah, I don't watch that many YouTube channels outside of VTubers. Outside of VTubers, I'm not really subscribed to that many people that I actively watch. That's just kind of like how I watch YouTube. Like I will go to my subscription box and I'll like see if any of them put a video up. If not, I'll just go do other stuff. Yeah. Or if my friends are streaming, you know, I could try to watch that. I don't get to watch as much as I would like. This is how it be. But yes, basically, yeah, the only, yeah. They be small beans. But so I'm a small bean as well. So we have many small beans around. Yeah. We always be a bunch of beans. There's more just tea. Sometimes I wish I was like on a team, because like I can tell that they're like in a team sort of way. But I'm just all on my lonesome. So it is, you know, if I had someone to play off for content, it'd probably be a little easier. But it's okay. It's okay. I enjoy how I do stuff. At least for now. Boop. I've gone pretty good about making my workflow for my stuff pretty good as well. Where I'll go ahead and like, I'll do the stream and you can easily go make clips from that and I make those into shorts. So I've been like slowly optimizing how I do stuff and reclaiming my free time. It's still not like perfect. I'm still not perfect at it, but it's getting better. It's getting better. And the better I get at like optimizing my content creation process, the more free time I have, or I can just spend more time on doing other stuff. Please don't like I don't know if it's self-promo or just no, don't do that. Don't promote other channels in someone's stream. It'd be different if I was like supporting my like friends like Nori or any other VTuber friends. Oh. Besides, on YouTube, the best way to grow is for you to just make good videos. Maybe do collabs, but someone saying a channel name in some other channel's comments or stream, it's not going to help them. Not in really any meaningful way. Do you still hang out with VTuber? Yeah. I feel like one thing is kind of unfortunate is I have lost a little bit of contact with my Twitch friends because there is a little bit of disconnection between Twitch and YouTube. A lot of it. But I still try to talk to them. Like, some of them at least. It's hard to keep up. But the truth is a lot of content creators, or VTubers especially, really only talk a bunch when they have collabs. So, I just need to collab more people. But there's a few people I want to. What do you mean disconnect? How doing, Salam? If I'm saying it correctly, I always question myself. But there's a disconnect on Twitch. The community is only on Twitch, and they don't really watch YouTubers. And on YouTube, the community is mostly on YouTube, and they don't really watch Twitch people that much. Like, there's just not that much crossover. Like, once I moved to YouTube, I lost contact with them as much. Like, I'm not on Twitch as much, so we're not really talking as much. This is how it is. Oh, so every time I open up Twitch, I get a freaking mid-roll ad, and I'm like, I'm out. It's so hard for me to go over and watch streams on Twitch because all this get ads. And sure, you might say, oh, YouTube has ads. I mean, you can get YouTube Premium or get ad blockers. I mean, ad blockers work on YouTube. And most YouTubers do not run mid-rolls on their streams. At least I think, yeah. Like, I don't run mid-rolls on my YouTube streams because, meh. Mid-rolls are, maybe someday I'll run them, but like, yeah, not right now. Remember Twitch had 5-minute ads? Yeah, it's per an hour. Also, yeah, YouTube ads are also shorter and they're also skippable. Twitch ads are always long and unskippable, which is, ugh. But welcome back, Kobe. We're just enjoying our tea as we do. We just are the vibe. We have all the good vibes. So I'm on Twitch. I always get, yeah, food ads. I think my other issue with Twitch is I think there's less variety of ads on Twitch. And also, Twitch ads don't pay well at all. YouTube ads, dairy. If you're getting weird ads on YouTube, that's because you're weird, because YouTube ads are targeted very, very precisely. So, YouTube thinks you like that stuff. It's like saying when you're scrolling through TikTok, oh, why do I keep getting up all these muscular men? No, like, it's because the algorithm thinks you want to see whatever you're seeing. But no, it's fine. There's also, you can target various different ways on YouTube with AdSense. They can target by just broad age range, but usually the ad managers are pretty good at their jobs, and they'll like get really drilled down to like, oh, this person likes this, and it gets really specific. That's how you be most efficient. Yeah. It might just be like, oh, for some reason where you live, for some reason there's a bunch of ad people that do. Oh, so Kobe, any ads on YouTube that are longer than 15 seconds will always be skippable. Always be skippable. So that's not, it doesn't really matter. You just have to hit the skip button. I got an ad that was an hour long. Yeah, I know, it's gonna be skippable. You don't have to watch the whole thing. There's gonna be a skip button at the bottom right. Yeah. The thing is, on Twitch though, you'll have like a 90-second ad and it will never be skippable. It's like, what the heck? But on YouTube, they realize that's not gonna help them. They get ads for baby stuff because I search for baby. Yeah. It's just what the algorithm thinks you like. You can also, what you can do is you can go to your search history on YouTube and like delete the stuff you don't want to like think you like, your watch history or otherwise. So you can curate that some. Maybe you have some really weird crap in your watch history. You can delete that and you'll probably get less annoying stuff. Otherwise, you can also get YouTube Premium, and that actually gives more money to the creators and it gets rid of ads. But if you don't want to spend money on YouTube Premium, that's understandable. But you know, or you can ad blocker. Like, YouTube ads are pretty easy to block. Which, again, on Twitch, like, for people to just want to use the ad blocker, it's such a pain. So, and they don't even, Twitch ads don't even pay that well. It's like, why? It's, nah. You can delete, no. It's not your history browser, not your browser, on your browsers, it doesn't matter. You have to go to your Google account's search history or otherwise. Your browser history doesn't really matter that much for what they suggest to you. You have to go to your watch history on YouTube and delete some of that stuff. Now, if you want to really do it, you have to go to your Google account and then like the ad. There's other places. But the browse history is not going to do that much. It's a secondary Google account. Bullcrap. I don't know where the search history gets algorithm stuff gets saved to for AdSense, but I'm sure there's somewhere. I'm sure there's somewhere. I don't really keep up with the meta of dealing with that because again, I just block my ads. You can very easily do that. I think at some point I'll probably start when I hit a certain milestone on how much I'm making on YouTube, I'll pay for YouTube Premium. And the reason I'll do that is YouTube Premium supports the creators that you watch a lot more than your ad view ever would. It makes me remember conspiracy theories. There's not really conspiracy theories. It's actually true. It depends on the app. Some apps leave their microphones on. So like if you say stuff around when you have TikTok open, it will, and stuff like that. It will totally put out an algorithm. It's kind of gross. But yeah. I know Facebook has been guilty of stuff like that. It's a thing. It's a thing. Now, the thing is, while it is scary in some way, I don't think it's ever been like revealed. I don't think there's been a history of that being leaked. Usually what happens is it like transcribes it in its stuff and then puts that stuff to your profile. It's like, oh, you like this thing, but I don't think it's gonna like dox you or similarly. All it really wants to do is serve you relevant ads. So it's scary, but not necessarily dangerous. Like that shouldn't do that, but it's not directly dangerous how it's being used. It shouldn't do it, but it could be, yeah. Freaking ad companies, but yep. Yeah, like Facebook's guilty of it. And I think other companies are as well, but like there's been a long history of it. And I mean, people freely, people freely walk around and buy their Amazon Echo and then get surprised when Amazon starts suggesting them stuff. The only devices I have that can do that is my phone, but I don't, I believe for my phone, my settings, it doesn't do that for it. But I don't have like an Amazon Echo or any of those smart home devices. And those generally do it. One time I got an ad, it took 20 seconds and I couldn't skip it. On YouTube, I think 20 seconds, YouTube, unskippable ad max length. I think it's 15 seconds last. No. 20 seconds. Yeah, it looks like unskippable ads can be up to 20 seconds. So, but yes, my YouTube recommends brought up the stream after a click. Oh, regret tea. Okay, so let me kind of explain what we're doing here if you're new to the stream. Anyways, I'm DaiShimaVT, Magical Boy. I'm a Vtuber, and we have a little hand cam here. We're drinking this is some Raw Puer tea, and this tea specifically they got it from 2020, so they call it the Year of the Rat tea. Rat! Because 2020 was the year of the rat. And Raw Puer, basically is aged tea, essentially. There's big tea cakes, you'll see. I know, right? It doesn't feel like 3 years ago. Now, if you're here around, I don't know how much you know about tea, and we're doing GongfuTea, but if you ever see those big tea cakes, they're generally puer teas. And there's two main types. There is raw and ripe. Raw puer is what is here, and it generally tastes like green tea. You could think of it as like fancier green tea, and it often is aged. Now there's also ripe puer, which can taste very funky, and it is a whole different thing. There's some ripe puer teas that I'm not even shitting you. Excuse me. They'll taste like like a, if you try to imagine if there's a pirate ship in a freshwater lake and it sunk, and then you drink that somehow, it kind of, I've had some Raw Puers that taste like drinking a sunken treasure chest. The only way I can describe it. Now this tea, oh, the bitter leaf teas. Okay, so yeah, okay, this tea is kind of bitterish, but bitter leaf teas is the company that that this is from. Bitter leaf teas doesn't just have bitter tea. Again, I'm not really a big fan of this tea we're drinking right now, but it's fine. I'm just drinking for it. Anyways, but bitter leaf teas is just the company name. It's not. It's the tea name is Year of the Rat 2020 is what they call it. And it's Yiwu, whatever you call it, raw. It's a Raw Puer from 2020. But the bitter part is just the tea shop's name. So I know it's confusing. I thought that was the tea's name or something when I saw it, but no. This tea is kind of bitter, but like, why would it name it bitter? I don't know. I think it's a bad name for a shop. Quite frankly, whoever named that shop was, why? Like most of the teas that I drink, I generally want it to not be bitter. I do know some people like bitter teas, but like, I don't know. Yeah, if you have a question, Salam, what's your question? Feel free to ask. I want to like remind everyone, if you're not already, smash that like button, please do so. And if you're not subscribed, do that as well. I do appreciate it. We do these security tea streams every Friday and Sunday. We do game streams as well. If you were to name a tea, what would it be? I don't know. Maybe something Maho Shoujo related. I think, honestly, I bet who wants to go back to 20? Honestly, Kobe, I'm actually, it's okay. Although where I'm at was a better place in 2021, I'm happier than I was back then because I'm living alone now. I'm way happier than I was in 2019. But if I was able to go back to 2019 with my knowledge now, I could make a bunch of money because you know how you can play the stock market or whatever. But if I were to go back in time and not have future knowledge or whatever, I'm happier now. It's not that 2019 wasn't good for me. It's just I've moved out to live on my own. And I've been pretty happy. I think 2021 was after I moved out, but like regardless, yeah. I'm one of the rare cases, I guess, where life's been progressively getting slowly better. Maybe things around me haven't been as amazing, but I just need to move to a different country and I'll be all Gucci. But as myself, I've been getting slowly happier, which is good. Part of that is to do with, VTubing. It's actually helped me out a lot. Hopefully these are bad nose years yet. Now there was, oh gosh. It's been, I would have to like do the math and double check. Like, when did the lockdown start? Actually, when did COVID lockdown start? When was that? It was 2020. Okay, 2020 was a really interesting year for me because I basically, for the first time in years, basically took a vacation, and I got unemployment, so I was making money from that. I was actually really happy during that time because I just stayed inside and watched anime, did whatever I wanted, played VR games. I took the first vacation I had in a long time, and I needed that because I was kind of burnt out on the previous thing I did. So if I could relive that time when I had a bunch of money, right when lockdown started, or a little bit after actually, I'd be down. But I think I can make even happier times with, stuff going forward. But that's fine. And I know that time was hard for a lot of people as well. Now, here's the thing. I've mentioned this before. I had a very interesting experience of right when the lockdowns were happening, it was right when I moved, I think like on March 20, I don't remember. I moved right when lockdowns hit where I'm at. So when I got to my apartments, where I'm still at the same apartment, like all the furniture stores are closed, everything. I slept on like a sleeping bag for like a month because I had to order furniture from IKEA and they had to ship it. That was the only way to get furniture. It took like a month. So that was not good. My back, I think I remember my back starting to hurt me until I got my real bed. So that was not perfect, but if I could skip to, a little bit into that when I got all my furniture, that was a good time. That was a good time. I got a 4K TV. I got an OLED TV that's really nice. Like if I get to right when my stuff is sort of set up still in 2020, that was a good time for me. But I don't think I was completely alone for like enjoying that time in my life, because I think it was a fairly shared thing for a lot of us who were either remote workers or people that just like staying inside. Because I've always been someone who stays inside. Imagine you go back in time again. If you can go back in time, you would just go play the lottery. Like if you could go back in time to, gosh, if I could go back and relive my childhood, like let's just say if I go back to when I was like 10 years old, I would just mine Bitcoin on my stuff. Because if you go back far enough when I was a kid, like it was a thing and you could just mine on any old potato computer and you'd be rich if you just managed that properly. And you sell it at a peak. You don't even have to wait. You don't need to sell it at a peak. You just sell it when it gets decently expensive. And then like you could easily be like a multi-millionaire if you did that. It'd be so easy. It'd be so easy. Like that's it. For people my age, the easiest way to time travel and make a crap ton of money, or like transfer your brain to your past self, is that. Like, sure, you can do other things. You can. There's so many other ways you can make money, but like, it's the cleanest way to do it. Like, all because it's seriously, because if you're like 10 years old, it'd probably be hard to convince your parents to invest in the right stocks. But no, if you're like 10 years old, you could put a crypto miner on your parents' or your own PC or something like that. And like, you could make yourself rich with what you had if the future knowledge, basically. Because the stuff used to be not worth anything. I don't know what a current value is. I don't really keep up with that stuff these days. But like, it doesn't matter because like you just sell it during when it was worth a bunch and you peace out. I would just it'd be good. Oh jeez. Future knowledge is gold. Yeah, but the thing is, most future knowledge is very hard to like use and get rich with. Like if you were to go have future knowledge on sports betting, like it would require you to have money first. Like if you, it's really hard. Like welcome back, Donkey. Like a lot of you kind of don't have to leave the trouble. Yeah. Like oh sure. If I went back to past, I could probably also change what I did in my childhood or whatnot. Here's the thing though. It would suck reliving. I think it would still suck reliving going for schooling. I don't think it'd be that much better. We're talking about time travel kind of, Donkey. Like, like you go back time, you go get Bitcoin or whatever, and then whatever, like to be rich. I don't know. But if you went back in time, sure, you can make yourself rich with that. But you still have to go for school. It's still, even if you're like an adult in the child's mind, it's still going to be not fun. I think I'd be able to get through, like, I think elementary, middle school will be pretty easy. High school, I think I'd get through high school with less problems. But it still would be really boring. Like, it'd be so boring. Like, I don't think you can change that. It might even be worse. It legitimately might have been worse. But, you know, I don't know. I can't really change that much, I suppose. My dad gave me a writing prompt to have to go back century now for Kid Rai Challenge, but I ended up history instead. I do. Okay, there's been a number of isekai shows where the characters will go back in time, and like, you know, I like when they do that instead of another world because it's kind of cooler to me. Like, oh, you went back into the Bronze Age. Most of the time, it's not written very well though. But I think the concept is cool. It's like, oh, for some, basically, there was one, it was really bad, but the concept of it could have been good. Basically, the guy went back in time, and he had his phone still, because of course he still has his phone. His phone, for some reason, still talk to people in the future. COVID. Yeah, COVID, no one likes COVID. I mean, hopefully no one likes it, but yeah, he wanted to make a story out of it. Also, because it just didn't work out, Donkey. But yeah, the anime was not good because it's just a really trashy isekai. But the concept could have been good. Because there's so much you could do. There's a lot of isekai concepts that are really good. They just need to be done by authors that aren't crap at writing. Transferring knowledge from the future to the past or for a smartphone line, whatever, could be really cool. You just gotta write it correctly, and they didn't. Oh, so I think I might go to the bathroom again really quick. Alright, I'm gonna talk about googly eyes also. You can see this properly. I'm gonna very quickly run to go to the bathroom, really quick, and then we'll continue drinking our tea. Yeah, isekai anime tend to have potential. Here's the thing. I think lately they've been adapting better isekai. There was a period of time, I think it was like 2019, 2020, where there was just a lot of really, I always wash my hands. There's a period of time in 2019, 2020, or around that era. They just adapted bad isekai, and they also did it really poorly. Oh, Sarah, asked I wash hands on, so yeah. Definitely make sure to ask me, I'll be right back. Enjoy Sleepy Die. Enjoy Sleepy Die. I'm back. You have a game in your phone? What? I wash my hands. Yes. They're like, yeah. I didn't dry them off properly, but I'll dry them off with my shorts. You know, I did wash them back. I'm back. Hi, John Garcia, hello. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh yeah. Several years ago, I was watching the Undertale playthrough. The guy left to use the bathroom and his mouse was on it. No. My mouse is not. I have animation that plays while I'm AFK. I think you're messing up time everything in 2 minutes. I've died. I'm not. That's not true. I'm not in your basement properly. It's not. This is not. Is this one big basement? Who knows? It's a well-furnished basement, so. I got my glove back on. But I'm awake! I still think of, I don't know if you guys know Toe Jam and Earl, but I still think of the Toe Jam and Earl game. Original Big Bass movie. There's a Toe Jam and Earl game, or well, several of them, but the original one at least. I remember when your character falls asleep because you're like AFK or whatever. You basically have to wake your character up, and they're like, "Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!" And they're like, "Wake up!" But because the character just goes to sleep if you're like put the controller down. Is their universe? Is it a basement, or is who knows? I have Dai in my tea basement. I'm sure my googly eyes back on. There we go. I have the googly woogly eyes. Anyways, was you or some features? What do you mean? You had 20 spiders that kidnapped me? What do you mean? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this. Actually, no, we should drink this tea first. Drink this tea first. Oh, my model's moving because when I turn tracking off here, I can do it right now. I'm gonna put my phone down so the tracking stops. So when I lose tracking on my phone, it does this animation. It does like a sleeping animation. Actually, it looks better if I go like this. But yeah, when I lose tracking, it automatically does this. So there's all the sleepy. It goes like ah, but that's not it tracking anything. That's just an animation plays. You know. Okay. Let me put this phone back. I mean, you know, but the eyes opening is part of the animation. For a little bit, it looks around. But yeah. The kid, no, it's okay. The spiders are probably friendly, I'm sure. Probably. Yeah. The look around thing is part of the animation. It's good. I definitely think that like more people should have stuff like that. It scares. You got rickrolled. Oh my goodness. I got rickrolled. I can't believe it. Rick still at it. Still at it. I was passing out and laid down in the bed for a bit. Oh no, your allergies. Well, I don't know who this allergies person is, but they sound like you're being a little bit of a jerk there, Rexy. Have you considered stuffing him into a locker? Oh, Stretch. You sus with. Oh, Stretch. Size the spiders are big spiders. They do be big spiders. It's a ball in everyone's chest. It's a ball in my eyes. I don't know. We sus. You guys are very sus. 100%. The sussy sus. Y'all sus. I would destroy who? Mr. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. A spider movie, something. I have no idea. If you see spider in a room, it's a spider room now. Oh yeah, you just gotta pack your bags. The spider owns the place now. You know, it's the only choice. Especially if you're in a. Oh, okay. It went right over my head there. Sorry, Rexy. Oh, dear, attack die with tea. Oh, honestly, where I'm at right now, I would just yeet the spider out of the room. But like, I don't know what I would do like in Australia because their spiders are nasty. They're like huge. I generally just grab like a cup and a piece of paper and yeet the spider out of the place. You know, it's okay, Kobe. They might not be able to join on Sundays or it might be busy. Oh, not worry. Don't worry. Maybe it'll be there on Wednesday because my Wednesday versus Saturday stream is, you know, different time slots than Sunday streams. Sunday streams are a lot earlier. There's people who do join both my streams, but you know, there's people who aren't able to join the other one, which is way more common. Perhaps we better do all my streams the same day, but I'll save time, but you know, don't worry about it. Tea things? I use an AI generator to generate Australia, and it's just picture spire. You know what? That seems accurate. That seems accurate. I believe it. I believe it. Let's go make some more tea. Another gulp of tea. And again, I'd like to remind you guys, if you're not already, smash that like button. Please do so. And if you have enjoyed my Discord, my Discord is open to everyone. And again, I changed the rules on it and cleaned it out. You can do so. You can get my Discord server link in the pinned comment on top of the. It's a pinned thing on the message up there. You've been called. You've been called. Wait, you want to what? You want you? I'm confused. You smashed a reel. Thank you so much for smashing that like button. You know, so hit that bell notification. Does anyone know how the bell notification thing works? I guess like if you're subscribed, you can make it so you get notifications. But like I don't know how that. I don't really get how that works. I don't get how the bell works, but I don't use YouTube in the way that the bell notification does anything for me when I watch YouTube. Because the way I watch YouTube is I just go to my subscriber box and see who's live or what videos are up. So I don't look at notifications from YouTube like ever. Emails is a push notification, but I know it does that for people I've never hit that button for though. Like I've gotten notifications from like Rico when she goes live sometimes. And I know I don't have it on any channel. Like I checked it, I don't have it on her channel. I go, I should turn those notifications off, they're annoying. But I don't have any money, no, it's okay. But yeah, you can get, yeah. You can like my videos for free. You know, to hit bell notification for free as well. So that was done for long. I had over 4,000 notifications. Sheesh. That's a lot. Now, at that point, you just clear them all and say, you're never going to read those. Yeah, after a certain point, it becomes unmanageable. Unmanageable. I've woken up with a lot of notifications before, but yeah. I've lost the earphones on watch. Yee. Nice to. I've said to so many people. Yeah, that's how it is, Donkey. Mandela catalog? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sure. I don't know. Nom nom nom. You know what's funny is I think this tea tastes better now than it did like at the beginning of the tea stream. Is it pouring? It might be. I mean I can Google it. Let me look it up. It is a horror web series. I'm not sure why you're bringing it up, but sure. I don't know how it's relevant to what we're talking about. But yeah, it's some sort of horror series. Is the power? It is a Power of Magical Friends. Yeah, it's an analog horror series. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know why. Why is it that, like? I feel like horror gets shafted quite a lot with a lot of it not being good. Like, I'm not really into horror, but I know a lot of my friends who are really into it always complain about like, oh, a lot of there's not that many good horror anime. There's not really good horror games. I don't know why you're telling me about it. I'm gonna go play Guard. Well, yeah. And no problem, Donkey. We'll wrap up here eventually, anyways. But have a great rest of your day, Donkey. Yes, most people love but yeah, fair enough. I don't get scared. I just don't really care that much for it. I don't find it real that entertaining most of the time. Horror games are the best, yeah. Or you mean horror with the E, or you really mean with the E, the lewd game hex? But no, but horror games are really popular. I don't really find most of them scary, so they're kind of whatever for me. Beginners, yep. Yeah, people should, if people enjoy them, they should just feel free to enjoy them though. It's just not my thing. Yeah. Yeah. With the E would be like a spicy game. No, kidding. No problem, no problem. I hope you're doing well, Hexable. Or unhexable. Yeah. We're just been doing our usual Sunday tea stream, which we also do on Fridays. We have game streams as well, but that's good. If you're not, yeah. I mean, I could finish them, but it's just gonna be boring. That's like, yeah. Like, just because I don't enjoy them doesn't mean I'm gonna assume they're bad. It's just I don't enjoy horror generally. The horror games I enjoy generally, they're good without, like, this environment is cool or whatever. But I don't know. Like, there's been horror animes I've enjoyed, but it's like the horror is just more like aesthetic for me at that point. Like, Hiragashi anime series is a good example of that. I don't really find it scary, but I enjoy the anime. You know, it's just how things work, you know. Delicious. Oh, delicious, delicious teas. Oh, man. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna eat though. I feel like I should make some food. It's so good. It's good to consider. What do you consider a good horror game? Right. Reviews right about the minute. Whatever. I don't know what you're going on about, but yeah, I don't know if I can really name a good horror game that I've liked, or what horror game I've liked rather. I don't know. Like, there's spooky theme stuff I like, but like, I'm just not really into the genre that much. It's fine. I think I would like Dead Space if you consider that horror, but like, I never really got into it. But I think it would be a game I would like, but like, it's more, is this an adventure? This is an adventure shooter with aliens. It's like, meh. I don't even know if we consider that really horror. And I haven't played it either, but I'm pretty sure I would like it if I did. Like, when I've mentioned I don't really like shooter games, I don't like competitive shooter games, so the single player ones are fine. Ooh, does Half-Life Alex count as the horror? So more an adventure. I mean, I guess more adventure games. Yeah. Does Half-Life Alex count as horror? I almost feel like it might. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't watch that much Western TV shows in general. It's not good. I know I'm not even gonna bother looking. I already looked up. I could see it. I'm not gonna watch it. It's fine. I'm not gonna lie. But it's not with it being horror. I barely watch any Western TV shows or any Western stuff in general. Like, I will occasionally watch. I'll occasionally watch like a Marvel movie or something if I just want to watch something. I like horror anime when there is some, but there's almost no good horror anime that's like universally accepted. Like, yeah, there's very little horror anime that are like good. It's for some reason, but you know, there is that one series I can't remember what it's called. I didn't end up watching it, but you know, we're reading one. I'll see if there's anyone I can send you guys over to. But I'll look. I think. Oh yeah, I can send these over to someone. Yeah, those short, yeah, that's the one. That's probably the only good horror I can think of. I haven't gone around to watching it because I would probably enjoy it. I just don't care enough to go on my way to watch it. But if I were to watch it, I'd probably enjoy it. But like, probably would enjoy it for a different reason. Resident Evil is I enjoyed Resident Evil, but I don't find it scary. It's an adventure game of some, like, I don't find it scary at all, but it's still fun. You know, that's fine. And if you get through it, it's like, I mean, I hope you at least, if you find it scary, I hope you enjoy it, but you know, that's how it is. And yeah, we will be raiding someone. I found someone to raid. They don't end their stream. But we're not done yet. So I'm very hungry, but I'll do that after. I'll eat after we finish up. all people are scared of the deep ocean for no. I mean, there's natural phobia around that, Rexy. I'm not scared of oceans in games, but IRL, I would be. Like, I think my thing is I'm not usually scared of stuff in media, but I'd be scared in open ocean because, you know, being out in nature is scary. But no, I'm not really scared specifically of sharks either. Yeah, like riptides, yeah, like oceans are pretty dangerous, but not because like the animals in it really. It's mostly just like being stranded in an ocean. It's like being in the middle of a desert. It's not good. But yeah, like being in the beach is whatever. And riptides could also be dangerous. You can get yeeted out pretty far. Hey, Di, do you like Subnautica? I think I haven't played Subnautica. I know I would not find Subnautica scary, but I think I would enjoy it. I don't know if I love. I think you're saying I've seen too much of that game though. Are those green beans and tea? This is raw puer tea. It's basically green tea. It's basically green tea, but it is tea. It's not green beans. It's basically green tea. It's not technically green tea, but it's basically green tea. You know, and all tea is based on the same plant, but yeah. First, why would you be in the middle of the ocean? I mean, if you're on a boat and the boat sinks, or you know, you know how it be. Yeah, you don't want to put yourself in that situation, but it happens. It happens. Make some more. I love Subnautica. It's fun. Yeah. And please don't like. Yeah, don't randomly don't mention other. Don't mention other creators and stuff in our people's stream. It's like it's bad stream etiquette. But yeah, Subnautica's fun. Do you remember when you played Genshin? There was a person called Kristen in your live stream. Was that you? You mean? Does some other account? Oh, so that was you. Now you're Kobe now. On YouTube, I never really. I'm confused. Yes. I need to see some. So you're saying, Kobe, your other account's name was Kristen. You switched it to Kobe. I'm assuming. I think that's what I mean. But yes, I'm glad you're enjoying your time. Yes. There we go. Pour some more. How are you doing, Unknown Zero? You reaching out here on the last bits of our tea. I hope you've been having a good Sunday. It's probably, you know, I remember chat. Oh yeah, it's not even on a VTuber. It was just another YouTuber. But like generally, it's like universal rule for pretty much any other creator. It's just bad etiquette. Like if you were to go over to, let's say, I don't know, some YouTuber, some Minecraft YouTuber, and mention another Minecraft YouTuber in their chat, and they weren't brought up first. It's just bad stream. It's just bad etiquette. Even if like in the comment, it's like, oh, you're just like, no, don't do that. It's like, I suppose it's more common to mention it directly with VTubers, but yeah. Of course, you know, context maybe makes sense to bring up them because the person, the YouTuber, is asking for names, but you know, gotta use your noggin, gotta use that brain. Sippy. We have a little bit more tea to make still. Mentioning anime is different. I mean, anime is, I've only done it when it's relevant, yeah. I mean, I also feel like for someone who's big enough, like Dream or Mr. Beast, I don't think mentioning them matters at this point. But like I don't like if someone's big enough, it doesn't matter. I mean, you still shouldn't necessarily, but you know, you get what I mean, right? Because I'm not competing with Mr. Beast. Essentially, it's kind of the truth of it. But like you would be competing with the other YouTubers and whatnot. That's why their etiquette is there. But like, so if someone's famous enough, everyone, it'd be like, I don't know, saying Taylor Swift and be like, oh no, don't mention Taylor. I mean, if someone mentions Taylor Swift too much, it may be that get annoying. It's like that. One thing's for sure is don't piss off the Swiftie fans. Oh gosh. For some reason, I don't know how I got into that train of thought, but I just remembered one of my friends who was like super into Taylor Swift, and they were pretty funny for the lengths they went into. Oh jeez. People are funny. People are funny. Taylor Swift seems like a decent person. I mean, yeah, I'm not a fan of her music personally, but like, that's just not my taste. But like, I'm pretty sure she's a good person from what I can tell. Think about it. Do you have some? I don't think I have any word. Actually, no, I do have some words banned, but like, not any words you would come across. No, really. Are you multi-tab drifting, Sarah? You powerful. You're powerful. Ow! Yeah, well, go ahead and fill it up. Yourself a little more tea, looks like. Fill it up there. And pour. Shake it. Camera could now. I know I whacked it. The crazy thing though is this camera mount I have, I've shown it before. It's just like a clamp on the phone. And it's pretty secure. Like I can whack it pretty hard and it's not gonna fall. Which is cool. Let me get around last. I think it's Elastis. Yeah, there we go. Middle last water. I mean, again, I'm not scared of being in the middle of the water in video games, but being in the middle of the water in like IRL is a little different. Maybe it's just because I can know that something's fiction. I'm very rarely scared of something when it's in fiction. But like, in real life, it's different. Yeah. But some people don't have a hard time separating fiction from reality. I understand that. Or they just, you know, they get immersed. Whichever it is. I'm not gonna go shame them for being scared. I just, for me, if it's in the game, it's not gonna really scare me. Generally. Now, jump scares are cheap tricks and that startle people. But, you know, it's typical. There we go. So any music gets me in horror. The horror music tends to be pretty spot on for setting the atmosphere. I have tea tanks. I fire the tea. Fire the tea. Hot. There we go. Fire the tea cannons. Go. Here's. We're gonna go here. Save. Okay. Awesome. I got that all set up. I have a fear from falling from heights. Oh yeah, I don't. Okay, here's the thing, Rexy. You might get some fear from falling a little bit if you were to play VR. But not in the same way. Like, you get over it, but like, there's some amount of it gets through a little bit in VR. Any spoilers for next game you play? I mean, next new game, is Honkai Star Rail next week. But this week is going to be Wednesday is going to be Genshin, and we'll be doing the events, one event that's going on right now, and we'll be doing the second part of Nahita's story quest. It seems like it popped in my quest log. And then we'll be doing Minecraft that are 2 days, and then T. But next week, not this upcoming week, next week, so on 26th, we'll be starring Honkai Star Rail. Yeah. See. Plants vs. Zombies, maybe. I mean, jump scares, I don't really like jump scares because they're such a cheap way to scare someone. It's not really scary. It's just, oh, you made a loud noise and startled me. But, it's whatever. Yes, I will be doing, I'm really looking forward to Honkai Star Rail. It looks like it's going to be fun. I don't know my complete plans for next week for that, but figure it out. But IRL is yes, they can be. IRL is different for the heights. I have a fear of heights, which is very normal. Like I get fears of heights just climbing up really, like, you know, with like 30-foot ladders, you know, in through, you know, stage crew and stuff. I get fear of height from that. Yeah, don't talk about. Oh, I misread that question. Sorry, Kobe, I misread your question. The way you worded that was like someone else streaming it. I'm sorry. I didn't need to delete that. I totally misread your message. It's fine. Yeah, no, I will be playing Genshin on Wednesday. Do you have any experience in any person? Not really. I don't think so, Slum. Yeah, I only deleted the message. It's not the big deal. I didn't time out or anything. It doesn't really matter. But I'll tell you, the Navy took your what? They took your brother took the Navy. No. Well, so they bring them back. Anyways, guys. I think we're gonna wrap up here. I'm gonna send you guys over to my friend who, Power Guy, who is playing Mega Man Battle Network 3. They have raided us a couple times, so we're gonna go give them some raids. And today was some fun. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. The schedule from last week. Wednesday's gonna be Genshin Impact. Thursday's gonna be Minecraft. Saturday's gonna be Minecraft. Not the collab, but yes. If you guys not already got my Discord, please do, and stay for the raid. Twitter, raid message, Magical T-Boy raid. Magical T-Boy raid, Magical T-Boy raid, Magical T-Boy raid. Please type Magical T-Boy raid in the chat when I send you over there. But I will see you guys, I'll see you guys over there. Again, type Magical T-Boy raid when it sends you over. And I'll see you on Wednesday for Genshin Impact.